Don't sweat the small stuff, because it's all small stuff. And especially everything that they're considering big right now, they have a lot more coming. So I want to tell them, just don't sweat the small stuff. My education superpower is I know all things. I get to know my students, so I do know everything about them. I know what flavor ice cream they like. I know what they don't like if they're scared of thunderstorms. I take the time to get to know my students. So that is my superpower.
I would say the students. The students are what make a difference each and every day. Every day that I'm with my students is a new day in education, and I always want to be there for my students. I want them to know that I'm a shoulder for them to lean on, and I truly care about them. My educational superpower is my strong mental math capabilities. If I could take my students anywhere in the world, I would actually choose to stay in the good old US of A. I think it would be really cool to take a road trip to see the land, the different cultures, and the food. I think that my students could really benefit from that, just seeing the beauty of the US.
If I could pass on any wisdom to my students, I would tell them to never give up on themselves, to always try their best, and to know that we are not defined by our failures. Teaching has been such a big part of my life ever since I can remember. It's just given me such a great sense of fulfillment and joy just to know that I've impacted the lives of all these little children, and just watching them grow up from kindergarten to college and having them come back and tell me, Mrs. Simmons, I remember you, I remember all the things that we did in kindergarten. So just knowing, being aware of that profound impact that I've had on their lives, it's just given me such a great sense of joy and fulfillment and a real purpose for what I do. classroom is the gym, so it might be a little bit different, but I don't think I could or my students could live without music. So I would say my phone for playing our playlist and our Bluetooth speaker to pump out that music for them. Any wisdom to my students, it would be to be kind as often and as much as possible.
Teaching has been a positive impact in my life because I've made lifelong friends as the other teachers in my building and also the families in which I've connected with through North Dover, many of which I'm now teaching children of children, and that's exciting for me. The wisdom that I want to share with my students is not everyone's perfect. Try your hardest. That's all we want you to do. Work hard. We'll help you with the hard questions. That's what we're here to do.
If I could take my students anywhere in the world, I would probably take them somewhere warm. Most likely I would take them to Central and South America. Being an immersion teacher, I think it's extremely important for them to understand the different cultures and different dialects, all within the Spanish language and the Hispanic heritage. Share that they are important. No matter what anybody says, no matter how mean somebody might be to them, that they are important. They deserve everything. They just need to be real to themselves and true to themselves, and they will be successful.
Luckily, working in this district, I feel like it's actually really easy to keep things fresh. I learned something new every week in our PLC. We have awesome PD opportunities, especially in the summer, and then the tech conference, I've learned so much. And then also having a student teacher this year has really helped also to learn some fresh ideas from somebody that's kind of still taking the coursework. educational superpower, I think, is being able to build trusting relationships with my kids, especially my most challenging ones in the beginning of the year that might, give me a hard time. My most proudest moment is when I can finally get through to them, build that relationship and that trust, and once they have that relationship, then they'll be more apt to do what I ask and participate.
I keep things fresh by just really living in the moment and taking the teachable moments that we have on a daily basis and just running with them. I think you really have to know your students and read their language and just know where to meet them on a daily basis and understand that it's okay to relinquish control, and that if a student wants to do something different that day, then that's okay, and that just keeps things fresh and exciting for the kids in the classroom. The Special Olympics World Games just happened over the last month, so if I could take my students anywhere in the world, it would be to the Special Olympics World Games so that they could see their peers in action and see what hard work and achievement really looks like and know that they can be that one day.
So if I could pass on any wisdom to the students, I would have to say be kind to one another, because that's what's going to get you far in life. There's a lot of stuff in this world that is meant to bring us down, but if we're kind to one another, we can make great things happen. My education superpower is flexibility. I never know what I'm going to get. I never know what mood the students are going to be in, and I have gotten really good at rolling with the punches.
If I could pass on any wisdom to my students, it would be to always believe and achieve and succeed in whatever they do, to be your biggest fan, and just to always never give up. My educational superpower, I would say, would be the bond that I build with my students. It's important to know where they came from and definitely where they're going. So that relationship is very important to their success.
always share with my students is don't give up. The worst they can do is give up and say they are not good enough, because they are. They need to stand by themselves and say, you know what, find a mentor who's going to help you, because they're the ones who are going to be backing you the whole time and pushing you to do better than what you're doing now. Mentor and be my superpowers. I always mentor everybody. They're the ones I'm like the go-to person for everything. So when they want something done and they know the person's not going to do it, they're going to come to me and say, Sarah, can you pick it up? So I'm kind of the go-to. So I think that's my superpower, is they know they can count on me.
I always tell them, don't ever give up. Follow your dreams, blaze your own trails. I have a lot of students who tell me, I'm never going to college, I'm just going to be a Dover forever, I'm going to work. And there's more to life than that. And I just don't ever want them to give up because they think they can't do something. Just try. Just don't ever give up. My education superpower is actually something that everyone loves, and because I teach culinary, it's food. So I can make people love what they're learning just because they want to eat it at the end. So I can get kids to actually learn something just because